You know, every day I question more and more how we as humans live as long as we do. I say that to say today for you guys, first of all, I hope you guys are having a great day. But today for you guys, we are reacting to a video from Let Me Explain Studios of Rebecca called I Got Stuck on a Roof. I don't even know how this happens, but I'm excited to watch the video. Anyway guys, I hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for all the support you guys always show. It really does mean a lot to me. Leave a comment down below if you've ever been stuck on a roof. I want to know this. I do want to know this. That being said, I don't have anything else for you guys, so let's get right into the video.
Hello, my geeks and peeps, my explainers and entertainers,
Okay,
my little
here we go.
oodalollies. Rebecca Parham here. Even
Hello,
when I was
Rebecca.
young, I never understood the type of kid who did stupid, dangerous things for fun or attention. My
Nah,
grandfather, who was a
I was
rocket
never even
scientist
allowed
for the Air
near, like, a
Force, used to say
firecracker or
that a
anything,
mark
I'm not
of
gonna lie.
intelligence was understanding cause and effect. If
Yeah.
I jump off of this very high rock into very shallow water, there is a high probability that I will break something important and possibly do permanent damage
not
to
be
my
here.
frail human body. Maybe the admiration of my peers isn't worth risking my entire future as a
Nah,
just kidding
you gotta jump. I knew it.
I wasn't one of those kids. Not even
Yeah, no.
close. I
Yeah,
was the
neither was
terrified
I.
one in the corner who had to muster up courage just to ask for the hall pass. So it's a jolly good
No,
wonder
I
how I
understand.
ended up in this
Bro,
precarious
me too.
predicament that I'm about to describe to you. Let's rewind the clock, shall we?
All
Hey,
right.
middle school Becca, you're up.
Oh,
The year was 6th grade. Still doing
Nice.
the preparatory school thing and still very much a loner geek obsessed with Pokemon video games and cartoons. But
Oh, wow,
around
that
this
sounds like
time,
me, like,
I
right
did
now.
manage to make one friend for a short while. She was in the
Okay.
grade above me, which I thought made me so cool. At this school, you didn't
I
make
felt the same
friends
way
outside
about
your
like
grade.
kids
You
older
stuck
than me
to
that
your own
I was friends
kind.
with.
So the fact that an older girl wanted to be friends not only made me feel special, but it made me feel like I was getting away with something. We'll
Bro,
call
she's gonna
her
convince you to do
Kay.
the craziest
And
thing. I
looking
can
back,
tell
it's
already.
pretty clear to me why we got along so well. While I personally thought she was one of the cool kids, she was clearly the loner weirdo geek in her own class. Proof that perspective
So
is
she
everything.
had no friends either.
Maybe one day I'll be as cool as her. She also liked Pokemon and video games
Nice.
and was really good at Super Smash Brothers, the original. She's also the one who
Oh,
taught
the
me the
original.
infamous item duplication glitch in Pokemon Red and Blue. So, yeah. The geek
I've
was
never actually
strong
heard
with
of this.
this one.
Guys, let me know
One
what that
day,
is.
Kay invited me over to her house for a sleepover. Now, you have to remember,
Nice.
at this point in my life, my family lived out in the country, so most of the kids at school did too. And Kay's house was
Nice.
on a very big piece of property. Many, many acres and far away
You ever
from
been
any
to a friend's
neighbors.
house where their
Levels
house
of
is just
seclusion
ginormous?
that made you wonder,
Like, absolutely
what the
huge.
hell the
Either they
parents
have a lot
were
of
up to.
land like this, or just
Anyways, she
huge.
and I were having a
It's
lovely old
mind-blowing.
sleepover, and I wasn't going to be picked up until the afternoon of the next day. So we had lots of time to kill. After a very full night of trading Pokemon and playing all 12 characters in Smash, we were
12.
enjoying breakfast when her parents came in. They told us they were going to the farthest stretches of their property to work on a new house they were building.
Okay.
Right, new house. Gotcha. I'm ignoring the shovels and suspicious tarp. 1 second after Kay's
So
parents
why do you need
closed
to
the
build
door
a house with
behind them,
shovels?
she
What's
turned
up?
to me and gave me one of those looks that said, I'm about to drag you into something you're gonna regret.
That's crazy.
You wanna go
No,
out on
please
the roof?
leave.
Go what, do, where now? Kay's house was 2 stories, but the second story was a lot smaller than the first, and via
Okay.
a window on the second floor, one could easily slip out and park home
What?
to their little heart's content all over the first story roof. Kay took us up to the second story, opened the window that would lead to the roof, and said, "Don't
I'm
worry, I've
seeing
done this
how it's
lots of
unfolding.
times, and nothing bad ever happened."
I'm starting to see how this
Well,
is
she
unfolding.
did appear to be alive. So I guess there was a good chance she didn't ever die from going out on the roof. And I was not about to turn
Yeah,
yellow
I
bellied in
guess.
front of my cool older friend. So I followed her outside onto the roof. And just as we both made it out, she said, "See, it's all fine. Just as long as we don't close the window."
Oh my gosh.
I really hope you went to the bathroom before this. Turns out, the window
Bro.
locked automatically whenever it was closed, and no amount of us trying was getting it to budge.
What is this for?
Now,
Pause.
modern innovation would make this a non-problem, because everybody and their grandmother has cell phones that might as well be implanted into our hands. But back then,
Yeah.
you didn't get a cell phone until you were like a teenager, if you were lucky, and
I mean,
whatever
yeah, I
phone
didn't
you
get one
did
till-
get was just
when did
that,
I get
a
one?
phone. Not a
was
mini
maybe in
computer with
8th
access to a
grade.
literal world of
Maybe.
distractions and activities. So even if I did have a phone back then, chances are I wouldn't be carrying it on me anyways. So that meant we were stuck
Man.
with no one else around.
Now that I know
I
how
vote
this
you
happens,
jump.
this is
Your
crazy.
legs aren't broken, go back in the house and open the window. Neither of us were going to jump. First off, it would have been stupid. Secondly, her house was on a hillside with lots of jagged
Ah.
rocks. So if you jumped, you weren't just going to fall 12 feet. You were going to hit and then tumble down a
Keep
steep
rolling.
rocky hill. So,
Yo.
you know, might get a boo-boo. There were trees around us, but none of them were close enough for us to climb down. And if my childhood bully friend Jocko taught me anything,
Oh,
it's
not
that
Jocko,
twigs
man.
have a weight-bearing limit. Our next
Yep.
option? Scream! Kay's parents were working on a house over a mile away.
Yeah, all right.
So all
What's-
we two middle school
Sure they
girls had to
were.
do was create the same level of decibels as a rock concert in order to just barely be heard at that distance.
A mile away.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. 10 minutes of screaming didn't do anything. It just made
Dang.
us a little hoarse. So we couldn't jump, we couldn't climb, and we couldn't call for
Man.
help. What is a girl to do?
Getting stuck
well,
like
my
this was
beautiful
honestly-
mind came up with a
I think
real
I'd just be
humdinger.
bored.
I
I
started
wouldn't be worried,
grabbing
just
leaves
bored.
off the adjacent branches and spelling out SOS on the roof. Yes, I really did that. I don't know
Oh.
who I was trying to flag down. A helicopter? Kite? A passing buzzard? Hey! Hey! We're about to be dead soon, so you might as well stick around. Come on now, it could totally be worse.
No, it did not start raining.
Nope.
Are
nope,
you
no,
serious?
Nope. I will not be resorting to this Hollywood cliche of a joke. It
Okay.
was actually a nice day, but thank goodness it didn't happen in the middle of
Bro.
Texas summer. We definitely would have looked like SpongeBob and Patrick in Shell City by the end of it. We were stuck up there for 2 hours. But thankfully her
hours,
parents weren't away
crazy.
that long. Must have been quite a sight to come home to. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. K's parents. I see you've made short work of that suspicious tarp. If you get us down, I promise not to testify against you in court. Why does she always bring home the weird ones? One ladder later, and Kay and I were
She's
safely
one of
back
them.
on the ground. Her parents were surprisingly chill about the whole thing. Didn't even threaten to tell my parents. It looked
Nice.
like I was gonna get away with my dumb decisions scot-free. Kay's parents didn't even bother to see me off when my dad came to come pick me up. Everything
Nice.
was coming up Becca. But just as I was walking out to greet my dad... And remember, don't tell him anything!
There's no way.
Don't tell me what, dear daughter of mine.
There's no way.
The jig was up. I had to tell him. And of
Oh
course
my
he
gosh.
was not happy.
I'd stop
Got
hanging
a
out.
big old
I would
lecture
stop
on the way
like hanging
home
out with her
because,
right after
you know,
this.
I guess
I'm so
my
sorry.
parents cared about my safety and stuff. Shortly after Kay
Yeah.
switched schools, though I think we all know what that meant. Oh, pour one out for the poor murdered soul of Kay. She got to be a ghost story before me.
Her parents went
May
to go
her
build another house.
roof-climbing hijinks live on in infamy. Why did I always make friends with the weird ones?
Anyway, guys, that's the end of the video. I guess we figured out how Becca got stuck on a roof, man. Oh, please don't follow your friends onto roofs. It's not a good idea, guys. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. See ya.